Before I begin, let me know in the comment section below if you could tell Akira Toriyama one thing that you would add or improve in Dragon Ball, or just tell him something in general. If you were face to face with him, what would you tell him? Let me know in the comment section below. So here we have our average Earthling citizen. This guy is an average Joe. He's been in the background of many disasters that have happened on Earth, and he really has no way of doing anything about it. Sure, he can go to Kame school and train with Master Roshi, but there is a limit to how strong Earthlings can get through means only on Earth. You could try to take a pilgrimage to, say, Planet Namek and get his potential unlocked, but that means he'd have to have a spaceship or something, some way of getting him to that location. The most believable route is the android route, or the way that Dragon Ball Super Superhero has basically told us that there are people on planet Earth able to create machines that are at Super Saiyan Blue level, so there should be some sort of way to, say, make cybernetic humans, or, implant cybernetics in people to get them to really powerful levels. But if there were, we would have seen it by now. Well, to fix this problem, Akira Toriyama and the writers for Dragon Ball Super Broly actually came up with the seeds to an amazing idea. One idea that could revolutionize the way that we see Dragon Ball from here on out. An idea so insane that, to me, it is a crime that it hasn't been added onto up to this point, because it is one of the most unique ideas in Dragon Ball as to how to train. We already got regular training, we got gravity training, we got hyperbolic time chamber training, we got angel training. What is left there to train? Well, just like that little clip that I showed you earlier with Dragon Ball Super Broly, this is the scene that could have changed it all. In this scene, we see Broly losing his mind, and Goku, in Super Saiyan God, decides to basically try to give Broly a timeout, simply so he can just talk to him. So he ends up using his God Ki to infiltrate Broly's Ki. And stop him in his tracks. This Ki ends up morphing around Broly's body and calming him down enough, slowing him down enough for Goku to say like 2 words to the guy. The only issue is that Broly's Ki was way stronger at this moment than Goku probably even realized. He broke out of that relatively easily. This technique is called Ki binding, and it's just basically using your Ki to stop somebody else and hold them in their tracks. But this is the idea that could have been so much more. So I got ahead of myself. The actual term for this technique is called God Bind, but I'm going to use it as Ki Bind as the technique that I'm saying. This is the idea that Dragon Ball and Toriyama never had, and it could have been gold. So we take the basic same concept, somebody using their Ki to stop you and infiltrating their Ki into your Ki. That is the only similarity to this, because instead of just stopping somebody and binding them in their place, you can use this ability to train somebody's Ki, somebody's body, and somebody's mind. Train them with your own Ki, so that way they become resistant to it. It's almost like the new gravity training. You get resistant to gravity, so you have to bump it up even more. This is the exact same thing, except you're using somebody who is stronger than you or has different type of Ki, using their Ki to make yours stronger, to make you stronger. So an example of this would be, let's take Goku for instance, because this is actually a good one. Goku in Super Saiyan God using this technique, and say he decides to put this amount of Ki on Chi-Chi. So I know exactly what you guys are thinking. No, I'm talking about just normal training. Say Chi-Chi wants to get back into training, and Goku says, I mean, if you want to become as strong as me, this is the way that I'm going to be doing it. So his Ki goes into her body, and remember, this is God Ki. So the level of Ki and the level of the opponent, the type of Ki, is going to be instrumental how long you can handle yourself in that Ki bind. So someone like Chi-Chi, who hasn't trained in a long time and is just a normal Earthling, she probably can last maybe 30 seconds in that Ki bind, and she will probably be exhausted. But the next day she comes back and does it again, and say she lasts 31 seconds. Then the next day after that, 32. Next day after that, so on and so forth. She gets better and better and better. as she continues to get used to the ki, she and her own ki gets stronger. Her body gets stronger in strength and ki, just like everybody else. You could apply this to any of the Z fighters that are Earthlings that have not gotten this massive come out of nowhere jump like Piccolo, Gohan, or even Goku at this point. You could even use this to train the new Saiyans to become Super Saiyan gods themselves, or unlock them to become Super Saiyan gods. Say Vegeta goes into Super Saiyan Blue, uses the Ki Bind on Kaba, and Kaba, who is a lot stronger, he is a Saiyan, he is also a Super Saiyan, he could hold it and withstand that amount of Ki on him longer than, say, Chi-Chi would Goku's. But at the end of the day, say if it's like 5 minutes, say it's 10 minutes, around 10-minute mark, he'd have to tap out, but now his ki is stronger. He has gotten a taste just like Goku did when he became Super Saiyan God, and now he got a huge power boost after becoming Super Saiyan God for the first time. Now Kaba has gotten a taste of Super Saiyan Blue, which would make it easier for him to access Super Saiyan God to get to Super Saiyan Blue. You know what I'm saying? This would get everybody on a very similar training with. Anybody who'd want to become stronger and has a dedication and is willing to put their mind, their ki, and their body on the line to get stronger has the ability to somebody who is willing to do the ki bind on them, to infiltrate them. Right now, we only know that Goku is the only one that can do God bind, but Goku could literally train or open up a new school and train other people in this way, making stronger Earthlings, making his friends stronger, or unlocking the Saiyan transformations for the other Saiyans a lot earlier than normally they would have. It's just a really awesome technique that I feel like is completely overshadowed in Dragon Ball Super Broly because it is never brought up again. Like, I hate when they give Goku or Vegeta random techniques, random abilities, and they never use them again. It's just so frustrating. Like, this ability is cool, this is strong, it makes sense, just let them use it already. Like, come on, man. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this, and if you made it to this point in the video, you guys drop down hashtag end of video squad because you are part of that squad now.